Hello, everyone. I want to welcome everyone to another beautiful episode of Pronunciation Simplified. Today, we are going to learn how to use the primary auxiliary verbs. And the primary auxiliary verbs are has and have. When you use has, that means you're referring to one person. But when you use have, you're referring to more than one persons. And so, you want to ask questions, there are rules to this. If you want to ask questions and you start with have you, the verb that will accompany this will not be in the present tense nor the past tense, but in the present perfect. And so you have this expression, have you gone there? Have you seen her? Have you taken the food? Have you visited your mom? Have you spoken to her? Have you driven the car? Have you got home? Yes, have you got home is British. Americans will say, have you gotten home? But, as Nigerians, we are used to the British English, the British spelling, the British pronunciation. So that you don't want to be penalized as a student. You have to stick to a particular accent. The British English, you stick to it. If it is American you want to use, you stick to it. But I would advise you make use of the British spelling, the British English. And so you have you got home? Not have you gotten home. Have you gotten home is American. Now, don't forget, when you start with have you, the verb that will follow will be in the present perfect, not past tense. You don't say have you get home. No, you cannot say have you went there. It is ungrammatical to say have you wrote the letter, have you submit your assignment, have you came there, have you saw it, have you go home. That is so ungrammatical. The right thing to say is have you gone home, have you submitted your assignment, have you broken the bottles, have you burst the balloon. Don't forget, it is not have you bursted. The present tense is burst, the past tense is burst, the present perfect is has burst. So you don't say have you busted, it is have you burst the balloon. Have you taken my money? Have you seen my mom? Have you driven the car? Ladies and gentlemen, these rules are actually wonderful when you internalize them. When you learn this thing by heart, when you're talking, you will not find it difficult to express yourself. Don't forget, whenever you're talking to people and you start your question with have you, the verb that will follow will be in the present perfect. Let's look at this. The present tense is write. The past tense is wrote. The present perfect is has written. And so you have you written the letter? Not have you wrote the letter. Not have you write the letter. It is have you written the letter. The present tense is speak. The past tense is spoke. The present perfect is has spoken. And so when you want to ask questions, you say, have you spoken to your mom? It is not have you spoke to her. It is have you spoken to her. Then when you want to use has, don't forget I told you that has is for one person. You say, has John visited home? Has John gone to school? Has Femi supplied the materials? Has Ibidun selected the items? Has the farmer gone to the farm? Has the principal visited the school? Has the vice chancellor taken notes of everything that happened in the school? You have to internalize this so that when you speak flawlessly. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Operation Speak Flawlessly, and I want to encourage you to please don't relent in watching the videos. Ensure you watch and learn. No knowledge is lost. It is actually wonderful when you learn. Thank you for listening. The next episode will continue with how to use primary auxiliary verbs. We need to internalize these rules. Thank you and stay blessed. Amen. I love you all. Bye.